Peace. It's killing all opponents swiftly. Welcome to Street Therapy. And street therapy, man, we jump right into it, yo. So, dealing with mild depression in the hood, from a hood aspect, and, dealing with the streets, dealing with, like, even when you're in corporate America and you lived in the hood before, like, the trauma that you faced when you was living in the hood, even though you were in corporate America, you still deal with that, especially if your family's still down there, That can have you a little depressed, okay? So we want to get the stigmatism off depressed and that word mild depressed. First of all, we got to make sure that it's not like one of them words. It's just like something, trauma. You know what I mean? A lot of soldiers go through, a lot of veterans, they're dealing with severe depression, if not mild depression, okay? So, first off, I want to make sure that you understand. Your child could be going through it too, okay? Yeah, your child could be mild depressed. Your 12-year-old, your 8-year-old, your 4-year-old, your 6-year-old, depending what you got going on in your household, that child could be depressed. Seriously, don't think you're the only one suffering. Like, okay, for instance, to make sure this ain't a racial thing right now, because some topics I'm only going to deal with a different my culture, right? But this right here is universal. All my messages are universal, but sometimes I do make it particularly for my culture because it affects my culture that some cultures don't have it in theirs. Okay? And culture doesn't mean, because if you was born in Jamaica all your life, if you was born in Africa all your life, but your parents would have been, they might have been European, right? But they moved to Africa. And as a child, somewhere, come on, we can get deep into that. But the point of the matter is, if you got something going on in your household, your child can be affected by that. And when you lose family members and y'all don't really console the babies, the children of the family, and they're just left alone to deal with their hurt because you so into your shit and you so into your hurt that you neglect the children in their emotional state, and they got to deal with that. When my aunt died, I'm like, if there was one point in my life that I could feel like where I went left field and somebody should have grabbed me, is when my aunt father died. May Allah have mercy on us. May Allah forgive us sins. My aunt passed away, and that's what street therapy is, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. Street therapy is just real talk for the streets because we're not therapeutic with each other. Like, so to make it more, let you know I'm serious about it, I guess I should say. I just give you that little insight, like, my aunt died, that fucked me up. You know what I mean? And that fucked me up, and it was like, that was my first real death. Like, my aunt actually, she was like my second mother, man. Like, I knew when I was little, cause she died when I was young, man, and that shit fucked me up. And from there, I kind of was like, when I got left with my own feelings and how to deal with it, it was ironic that my street brothers, the brothers I adopted as my street brothers, they was real cold-hearted. You know what I'm saying? And I later on to find out that they actually wasn't, but growing up, you know what I'm saying, in my hood, you know what I'm saying, everybody betrayed that they didn't give a fuck. Everybody was heartless, you know what I mean? But that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? I understood it, when I got older, but as a child, that's what I thought. But that's why I grabbed, 'cause I was like, I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? Like, my aunt died, I feel like, man, y'all the only one that's going to relate to me. Word up. And because my peoples, which I didn't know their asses was dealing with a bunch of shit either, would have related to me, but I think they just said, we ain't had that conversation. It ain't no blame us, we ain't had that conversation. Me and my mother, my father, we ain't had that conversation. I was left to deal with my feelings, and they was probably left alone to deal with theirs too. Yeah, obviously it shows in both of our actions. You know what I'm saying? So now, that's the thing. I'm a regular person. I know majority everybody goes through the same shit somewhere around the board, man. And I'm here to tell you, like, a lot of our shit is fucking up. Like, how they infiltrating us. And when I say they, I mean, like, evil motherfuckers who want to poison our neighborhoods and poison our children and give our children, oh man, I got something I'm going to show y'all. Man. I'm going to have to make a part 2, but I'm going to show you something. Well, you know what? And that's the topic. And I'm going to start my topic off with that. But anyway, for right now, so the mild depression word, you're going to be affected by it some way around the board. I'm trying to let you know, like, we're all actually dealing with some type of mild depression. I lost so many people, man. I don't even look at life the same, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not to the point where I don't love and all this other stuff and smile and all that other stuff, but majority of the time, bro, I'm slipping in between, like, man, I ain't got time for a bunch of, I don't be, you know, I watch what I put my mind on. You know what I'm saying? I watch. I'm really mindful of what my triggers. I think that's the therapeutic way to say that. I'm mindful of my triggers. Okay, people? I'm mindful of my triggers. So, be mindful of yours, but understand that mild depression is real. I think there is a mental health awareness, because Miss Champagne mentions that all the time. She's an advocate of that. So I know, but I never, me personally, actually, I was a residential counselor at one time, so I guess I did deal with mental health. See, I was a residential counselor at one time. I don't even mention things like that, because to me, it's like, it ain't about titles, man. It's about experience, man. It's about, like, and me, and I feel like I'm not doing as much as I want to do for the community, so I'm just trying to do my little part any way I can. I know some people, they need to sit their sons or children, daughters down and like have them talk to somebody that's just genuine. I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta go through something, and then the child be like, okay, you went through something. I can more or less hear it from them than somebody else. You know what I mean? So, losing 99% of my friends to street violence, you know, it just, you know what I mean? It just, and then it was like, that's not even adding on, like, the brothers who was, like, from another, like, around down the street, like, really far down the street or something that I knew of, and, like, they was a big part of kids who I went to school with, and that was they, you know, and them dying. Like, it was always, like, death. It was, like, always, and then it just starting to be noticeable to me, like, yo, these brothers was rough, tough, and they actually put, you know what I mean? Brothers was eating because they was out there, you know, risking their life, obviously. You know what I mean? So that was depressing, right? And you're not, who you can't go to school, you can't talk about that. You can't talk about how you mourning, because the media put it as, you know, this person is got that, you know what I mean? They don't talk about, like, damn, yeah, but he was the main one. Like, yo, when people lights was getting cut off, when rent wasn't being paid, like when brothers lost their job and they had, like, wife and kid at home, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't want to be out there in the street, but they really needed some money. And it'd be dudes in the streets giving them dudes money. Right? So it's a lot of good dudes who die, and like on a urban inner city level, to make it broad, you know what I mean? But on the inner city level, we can't really talk about how we miss brothers who get murdered in the street. Like, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? The cop get killed, everybody, oh, you know what I mean? That's it. Oh, man, everything stops. And not disrespect no cops that get killed, what I'm saying. And I ain't scared to be unpolitical. I'm not going to be politically correct. And I'm not even going to rewind it and make sure I said the word right. This is real talk. When you mild depressed, it's like me. You see how I am? I don't really be caring. I don't really be caring. Like, I care, and I'm very respectful, and I respect everybody's opinion, everybody's views, and I'm very diverse. But this is my channel. This is my show. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like regular shows. I want to stand out. Hopefully, I'll blow with this just being me. Just nothing else. No fancy this, no nothing. Just rawness. I can keep this up for years. All that makeup, all that jewelry. I got a lot of kids and all that, man. Everything ain't financially stable, and everything ain't motherfucking fine and dandy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to enjoy my life, and I'm going to make sure, you know, those around me enjoy their life. That's it. I don't got time for haters. You know, I like haters because they motivate you. They extra eyes on you. You know what I mean? If you watching yourself and you make sure you ain't fucking up, and somebody else is watching, making sure you ain't fucking up, or they want to mention when you fuck up, or mention things that you ain't fucking up at, then you know we're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, haters are useful if you're intelligent. You got to be intelligent, though. You know. So, You're dealing with mild depression, man, and your children. Because, you know, adults, we know it all, right? So I don't even want to start addressing y'all. Saying, I don't got all my life together to be up here telling you what to do with your life. You feel what I'm saying? This one particular topic, I feel like it just needs to be talked about and discussed. And I have little things I do for mine. And if you got in, put a comment in, or if you relate, share it. You know somebody who needs to hear it, hear it. You know what I'm saying? If you the hate and you want to comment to be politically correct, and if you there, or I'm a therapist and I went to Harvard and I got this school, don't come on here with that shit. What you do is you come in here and you say, I know a program where you'll be good at speaking. You know, trust me, I don't curse in public and all that, and you know, I know how to formulate my words and let you know that I'm intelligent. I will use my brain in an intelligent way so that it displays my upbringing. My parents taught me. It would display the legacy that I have to uphold, because I'm a Morgan and I have a heck of a legacy to uphold, you know. I don't know what else to say to describe myself in an intelligent way for you to comprehend what I'm saying, because regularly I don't talk like that, you know what I mean? My family, everybody know me. I talk like I talk, man. I've been through a lot. I'm not a normal citizen, bro. A sister. I'm intelligent. I don't have to formulate and be any type of way. I don't have to be all ghetto to prove my blackness. You know what I'm saying? I'm diverse. I'm just me. I don't really fit no character. Hence the rap name Chaos. Like my brothers who died, and one or two who might be one or two. Man, like, come on, man. You know how many people I lost? Yeah. And the ones who named me, that was there, they're dead. That's not, fuck the streets. Okay? And I'm from my mother, my father. I'm from, you know, creation all deep, but this, my hood, nigga, I lost on my peoples. And the ones that's alive, people I grew up with, but never did no street shit with, they're alive, but when I was in the streets, I wasn't fucking with y'all then. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, and I don't hate you or don't, like, you know what I mean? Just like we ain't never really got nothing to really talk about what we ever did together, except say hi and bye, because I was doing my thing, you was doing your thing. It wasn't no beef. It just, you was doing you, I was doing me. My lifestyle was clashing, which I wish I'd have got the fuck out of my own goddamn lifestyle. So shout out to the ones who stayed going to school and just, you know what I'm saying, just did the fuck was the corny motherfuckers and stayed the fuck out of jail and stayed alive. Because they the only ones that's really left. All the street niggas I ran with, we dead. There's a bunch of fake ass niggas who, you know, excuse my language, but you know, fuck that. It's a bunch of fake ass people who are now, you know what I mean, you ain't never was outside. In the 80s and 90s. You came outside in 2010, 2009, 2004, 2006. You jumped off the porch 2012, 2019. You jumped off the porch last year. You know what I'm saying? Some of you Joey just turned 18 last year, and you telling you man, the hood, the people, protect the people. The street, the concrete, the title of the street, the zip code, that don't got, they don't give a fuck about you, man. Unless you making them some money, man. Why you think brothers come back and they do things for the community at the kindness of their heart, man? And then you have where they try to deter you from doing that because they'll assassinate brothers like Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean? They'll assassinate them type of brothers. Look what. Was he in the hood selling? Listen, at that day, his market, his business, whatever come on, man, the brother was doing nothing but bringing business to the hood. Something very positive, right, that everybody could have benefited from. You know what I mean? You support his store, what's going to happen? He can expand. He can buy everybody else out. If you're like, yo, all they doing is coming right here. Your store next to if it's next to Nipsey's and he ain't fucking with you, we ain't going in your store. If he starts selling soap, you asked out. If he sell toothpaste, tissue, whatever he sell, we buying. So if he open up a grocery store, a clothing store, we gonna buy. What they do, they assassinated the brother Nipsey Hussle. Now, I'm alive, watching Nipsey Hussle. I love what he did. The mindset, like, I play chess, I read books, and I'm studious. I come from a good family, good legacy I have to uphold. And I'm mild depressed because all the things I've been through. And then watching him makes you more depressed because you're like, damn, man, like, that's something I would have did. You know what I mean? And he showed you, like, this what happened to you, yo. They'll let the nigga kill you while you around a bunch of motherfuckers. One person while you around a bunch of... You got numbers of range so you don't get jumped. So you don't get, outnumbered. One person with everybody around you get through to you. Somebody you just damn near had an argument with. In your own neighborhood that you put a store up in. Alright, man. For real. It has you mild depressed. You be like, damn. Right? So you got to cope with that. I'm saying, yo, it's a bunch of us. We should have a big-ass society. You'd be surprised. It'll be half America, if not the whole entire America. When you watch the news and people dying overseas, that shit don't have you depressed. That shit don't make you feel like, yo, like I'm over here chilling right now on this thing, doing this. I work for myself. I can make money, make my own schedule, do some contracting. I got a little 2 clients. And there's people like, yo, I'm trying to get some bread. Yo, they just bombed. They just killed my mother, my father, my uncle, my aunts. I'm the only one. I'm literally the only one alive. It's people in the world that we live in. It's money it's little things that we're buying with our money is helping people die. It's help for real. Like you might just think that's an orange juice you buying. Or a piece of candy, or you know what I'm saying, but you never know who own that company and where that money going. It's certain things you should be aware of. That's why I lost weight. I don't eat it, but I don't support a bunch of people, man. I'm really on some like righteous people over evil people, for real. And righteousness is not my code of honor. Righteousness is the action that you put forth, and don't nobody get hurt, and everybody seems to be happy and benefit, even if you scolding somebody, it's still in the upmost, you know what I mean? That type of energy I'm fucking with, yo. That has nothing to do with race, creed, color. For real. Now, being mild depressed, this is why I am the way I am. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I have a hard time doing it because I don't feel shit is sugarcoated to my eyes or to my heart, my feelings, or anything else. And a bunch of people feel that way. That's why a bunch of people are shooting people and scared to death to fight. They're scared. Not saying scared to death to fight and shooting people, but more or less like the aggression. Like, I don't want to kill you. So people be, you know what I mean? People with mild depression, it's not like I'm scared to fight you. Like, oh, it's going to be dangerously fucked up if I lose my temper. You know what I mean? So I'm scared to fucking fight you. Like, that's what I mean. That's why brothers be getting murked, and they be getting murked real ugly. Like, damn, why you kill him like that? Because he probably told him to leave him the fuck alone, and he fucked with him, and you don't know that brother mild depressed. Now, you have a mild depression that you could be mature with it, and you have a mild depression that you could be immature with it. The mild depression that when you start being immature, that's when the medication comes in, because you can't control yourself. For real, seriously. I've seen a lot of so-called tough guys get all fucking medicated to do fucking 15, 12, 30 years too. For real, for real. Some niggas ain't even had that long. They had to take medication to deal with the time. I promise you. Some of the toughest guys you thinking was in that joker acting like, you know what I mean? Medicated the fuck up. I ain't saying, hey, there was some soldiers in that mother. There was some motherfuckers in there, you know what I'm saying? That I was like, yo, this nigga got a little pull in here. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. I ain't never dick riding. I ain't never, oh, yo, you my friend. I remember I spoke to one man, and he was like, I said, you know what? I ain't mad at you. I just wanted to make sure you know I wasn't trying to, shit on you. I was like, I wanted to be like, what's up? But other than that, bro, I don't need nobody for nothing. Because what was me and you on the streets together? No, I survived. Obviously, I got here. We ain't co-defendants, right? Yeah, all right then. So I always felt like being by yourself was what the OGs taught me. I didn't understand like this brother's so-and-so cousin and this brother got this big ass cousin who be wild and shit. That's why he acting tough. I just always thought brothers was just individually tough. You know what I'm saying? I never knew the dynamics of brothers having family members and uncles and shit. Cause it was just me, my sister, my mother, my father. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I never gave a fuck about this shit growing up as a child, and I never gave a fuck about it as an adult. That's why I usually get into it with motherfuckers, because I'll be like, I don't give a fuck who you. I got extended family too, motherfucker. We just, we mature. Like, I think everybody I fuck with for real, we just mature. Like, we don't even be on that shit. Like, but it's like, don't bring a nigga out the closet. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't leave a motherfucker buried in the dirt, man. Because I know the closet thing is associated with another lifestyle. So let me rephrase that. But, when you dealing with mild depression, man, and you maturely, it's going to affect you, and then it can affect your kids, and then if you're dealing with it immaturely, that's when you'll see brothers doing senseless acts of crimes and things in that nature. Because it's like, if I don't got no money, man, I'm about to go, bro, man, I'm going to take somebody else's shit. This one, I'm going to pick up a gun, and I'm going to take it. And trust me, on my shows, my hip-hop, my real life, anything to do, I'm never going to incriminate myself. So there you have it. But I will say that in those states, man, 9 times out of 10, them brothers are very depressed. Brothers who kill the girl, take their life, or the woman who takes the man's life because he was cheating. You feel what I'm saying? Those type of crimes. See, this is street therapy. This ain't nobody else. This ain't gonna be on the radio. You ain't gonna get this real shit on the radio. You not. I'm gonna upload this shit. They probably ban me because I'm gonna keep it real, and after a while, because I need it for myself. This is more of, I don't give a fuck if y'all tune in or not. Seriously. I hope y'all do, because I be like, oh shit, I won being myself, like I'm always trying to do. I can't be nothing else. No matter if I rap, raise my kids, talk to the president, it wouldn't matter. I'm gonna be me. I think I'm pretty dope. For real. I think I'm a cool person to know. I think, man, as long as you don't cross me, you got a friend for life. For real, for real. It only take one time to cross me, though. I don't give a fuck how long we've been cool. It only takes once, man. So it's usually a wrap. The clock is ticking. But yeah, man. Yeah. So your kids are affected by it, and now your kids are acting crazy as hell too. You wonder why your kid is acting up in school, and you wonder why your kid is like, you know what I mean? Like, you buying your child everything, and your child is acting up still. Your child just still chooses to be in the streets with the niggas, right? And you like, I'm buying my child everything, and you wonder what the fuck you doing. So you start like, I'm gonna make you suffer the consequences, but like, I'm gonna cut you all the way off. That's when the parents that's when the parents' maldepression starts kicking in. Yo, when you start wanting to kick your own kid out the house because they acting up, just know you're not sad your child is not listening to you. That's not gonna cause some type of depression, that your child is not listening to you. And if you got some type of depression and it's just mild, aren't your judgments going to be haste, or aren't you definitely somebody who should take a step back and think about the big picture, seek to understand before you seek to be understood type of stance with yourself? How many of y'all do that? Now your child is dealing with some mild depression that you caused. Yeah, somewhere around the board. The parents never want to take the blame. That's what it's always. Don't nobody want to say I set it off. Don't know. It's always like a ping pong thing. Don't nobody want to just say, who hit the ball first? Who started the game? Like, who? You know what I mean? How the fuck I'm the child and I set it off with the decisions you made? Okay. Who let me stay out at night? Who let me watch all this crazy ass TV when I was a baby? Now, I'm not saying this about my parents. So let me first say that, because I'm not trying to knock my parents. My parents wasn't playing that shit. I snuck and did every stupid thing I've done. That's why my maturity and able to come and talk to y'all, because I took responsibility for my actions. Because you also have parents who do everything they supposed to do, and the child still makes mistakes. But if you raise the child right, we grow up to recognize our mistakes and we don't make you feel depressed about it. Because you be like, oh, yeah, my child know he fucked up. Ask my mama, like, you ain't got to come to court. After a while, I was like, Mom, come to court for what? And you ain't got to, your support and all. Listen, man, I know what, I'm good. I'm all right. Trust me, a lot of shit, there's a bell, I'll be out, it'll be over with, fuck it, you know what I mean? And then like I was going to prison last time, it was like, fucking, what the fuck, I'm gonna drag you up and go to work. Go to work, man, I'll be all right. I don't want nobody in this motherfucker with me. I don't want no, you know, I got support. I'm like, I don't want nobody in here with me, y'all. I want y'all to continue on with your life. I'm the one that was doing this shit, and it, you know, come on. And it could be a lot worse. I got blessed, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, man. This could be a whole new motherfucking charge. He kept a probation violation. Only fucked up thing is I wound up doing 12 years off a 7-year bid. But it was, you know, it was better than, it was not, I ain't want a new charge. Not sure. I ain't want to get 10 to 25 years. Because if it was a new charge, I'd have got 10 to 25 years. So I'd have been saying, well, I did 17 years off it. No, I took the 12 years. I took the 12, bro. Word up. With a smile on my motherfucking face. Do it look like I did 12 years? Do I still got some heart? I still care about the community? This is real life, man. This ain't that made up national TV where you got to dress me up and I got to say certain things and all that. And I'm never going to offend nobody's religion or anything. My depression is all over, man. It's all over. We got to start, you know, handling that. I think watch. I'm going to dress it up, clean it up a little bit, and watch like I'm going to talk to the mental health people and be like, yo, you need somebody to speak to y'all about mental health on some street shit, so to speak. Intelligently, and I could talk to all crowds, but I don't, you know, if you think you know it all, and you haven't really experienced a rough life, then I would talk to that crowd about how to deal with people with mild depression, so to speak. You know what I mean? For real, I can say there's probably some people in the world that just live in a joyful life and they don't have a lot of consideration for a lot of people, because that's the only way you can do it. I feel, my opinion. Meaning, like, come on, you can't, if you hear about all these cats just getting slaughtered out to nowhere, just, you know, just something simple like that, like, yo, it's a bunch of cats getting killed left and right, you wouldn't feel like, damn, who the fuck out here killing the cats? You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't feel like, dude, man, if I catch a nigga, like, stop killing the fucking cats, man. What the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, some sympathy. Like, you don't have no compassion in your fucking heart. That's the only way you could probably live through this earth. That's why, and you know what? Not even going no spiritual thing, but look, the less you attach to the world, the less stress you'll be. For real. The more you're not attached to worldly things in this world, the less stress you'll be, man, for real. And dealing with mild depression, that's the keynote. If y'all write that down, that's the keynote. I'm not doing the graphics where I point and then the keynote come up. I could do that, actually. I don't want to take the time to do that. I do a lot of other stuff. You know, if somebody, y'all want to do it for me, and if we blow, you know, every episode you do for me, we can just put a price tag on it, and when we get the money, I'll send it to you. Other than that, I hope y'all like the video, how it is. Now, I would talk to a crowd that hasn't been through something like this, how you deal with us. And then I would talk to us like, yo, this is how you deal with them, and this is how you deal with yourself. Because you got to understand, everybody hasn't been through the shit we've been through, so they don't understand this aggression or this assertiveness we have. Because I'm very assertive, and it comes off as aggression. It comes off like I'm ready to fight, but it's really, I'm just assertive. And in 12 years in prison, I haven't been around a lot of compassionate as, like, we all incarcerated for years. Everybody's grumpy. It's like, if you're not grumpy, it's what the fuck is, you know what I'm saying? What's the problem? Why you not grumpy? Why you so fucking happy you here, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And that, in the word nigga, you know, I shouldn't use it, so I'm gonna stop. You know what I mean? But I'm not recording this over. Maybe my next episode I won't have it, but I can say what I want to say. And you don't gotta watch it. This real talk though. Real talk, man. So you're gonna be a little grumpy in prison. So when I come home, I'm not grumpy, y'all. I'm not mean. I'm not antisocial. I just don't got no time for no bullshit. I don't trust people, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just I don't. If you talk about somebody and you be around them, I don't trust you. I don't know the person, but I'm also not gonna, cause they around you, and you talking about them. So I'm like, damn, that person don't even know this person talking about it. That means what's, you know what I'm saying? And then he's saying that he don't even fuck, you know what I mean? Or she's saying she don't even fuck with you, shorty, but every time I coming home, she with you or something like that. Like, hell no. Like, you got a girl, like for instance, if I'm dating somebody and then they got a best friend or a friend, and then they be talking all this shit about their friend, but then when the friend come around, they like, hey friend, yeah, this is my man. I'm gonna sit there like, oh, I'm out. I don't wanna be around it. I'm gonna be rude. It's gonna seem rude as shit, right? It's gonna make everybody go, what the fuck? But I'm gonna be exactly like, oh, I'm not going nowhere. What happened? No, I'm like, hey yo, you know what? I'm not going. Hey yo, I catch, and I'm out, and I'm not even giving no explanation. I'm not giving no hold up, talk to me, none of that shit, cause it's gonna be very obvious. Like how you ain't fucking with somebody, but then you in their face smiling. What the fuck you'll do to me? Now, you see how that mild depression kicked in real quick. You see how my shit goes 0 to 100. That's what happens on the streets. Brothers bump into you in the store and you be snapping like, yo, what the fuck? Like, come on, bro. Like this face, like you couldn't just wait for me to walk in the damn door. And then that leads to shit. Because you might say that to somebody else who's mild depressed too. Now he like, motherfucker, all this shit I'm going through, man, the fucking people just took my motherfucking lights off. I ain't got no fucking money. You talking about some fucking bumping, you nigga, fuck you. And then something happens. Two brothers who can actually be like, excuse me, my bad, brother. Man, I got so much shit on my brain today about these light bills. He like, yo, bro, for real, I'm tired of taking care of motherfuckers who don't respect you. You know what? Here goes somebody for your lights. You see what I'm saying? No ego. You got to understand what mild depression does. It actually stops a lot of shit. That's why we gotta control it, for real. Because it stops us from uniting. It stops us from like really meeting the brother or the sister we need to know, that God put us here to know. And the devil knows that. And I see the devil, the lower self, knows that. The powers that be know that. So they got to make sure you never connect with that motherfucker. Because if you do, oh my God, you got to make sure you don't never. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be mindful. Dealing with your kids and they go to school and they all beefing and all that stuff. Come on, let's be honest. What you got going on in the house? Drug abuse, alcohol abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, material abuse, absence of one of the parents' abuse. What you got going on in your house? Lack of discipline. Yeah, lack of discipline is abuse. If you just let your child do everything in your house, when your child come to my house, they gonna be in shock. They're gonna be like, I don't want to go over his house. But when they grow up, they're gonna always know, like, I'd have been straight at his house. Because that discipline ain't no joke. It's not no joke, man. Anyway, so you see how mild depression is affecting our community? So y'all want to know the key to stopping all this stuff, because y'all going about it wrong. And I'm just trying to give you the key. I got people I want to kill. I shouldn't say that, but that's the truth. For real, man. I want to kill the people who bombing them fucking countries over oil and shit. Like, like they deserve to die, man. People who poisoning the earth just for like, that shit is fucked up. Like, we can't drink tap water. I can't drink water out the faucet. If I can't drink it, how can I wash up with it? Washing up with it won't give me some diseases over a period of time. I'm just, that's how I think. Like, I basically need water to wash the pore of my body, for real. Because if the water, I can't drink it, my skin, my pores is open. That's, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Oh, man. So that has you depressed, right? So it's like, how you cope, man? You just go through life sad, everything, pessimistic? No. You go through life recognizing your feelings. You say, I'm feeling a little type of way today. And when you notice that, then you can express that to people around you. Like, oh, I'm having one of my mood. Like, man, I'm feeling some type of way. Now what happens is, it's on and off. So when your mild depressed ass is going through your little phase, my mild depressed ass, I'm not So if I'm not, boo, I got you. Now if I am, I'm gonna recognize that you are, which is gonna make me recognize myself. So the first thing I'm gonna do is do what, y'all? Get myself out of depression, because I can't depend on your ass to do it, because you depressed, you in your mode too. So all I got is myself. How I'm gonna calm myself, how I'm gonna get my, you feel what I'm saying? These are the techniques I use. These shits are powerful. I'm writing a book about it, for real, y'all. I'm gonna play the tape just how it is, mistakes and all. Let me see. Looking good, you know what I mean? I'm just like, man, y'all gotta really understand, like, yo, it ain't, brothers ain't hardcore, brothers ain't tough, man, brothers ain't tough. I seen tough, but I'm tough. I ain't, boy, you know how many people I spared because of these kids I have to raise? Yeah, that takes a lot of toughness. To throw it all away, to act like, to gamble with it like it's nothing, to throw it all, to act like I would just throw this all away over nothing, that's retarded. That's stupidity. I'm highly intelligent. So, you know, like I said, when you deal with my depression, you have maturity, and then you have immature people who deal with it. You know, those are the ones who need medication. Those are the ones who end up doing stupid stuff, causing a lot of just a lot of disunity, and hate. You know what I mean? So when your children go to school and they acting up, and you got everything in your household right, just know it's something in your household, man, and you need to stop it. Like I said, lack of discipline, emotional abuse, anything. Material, like you could put so much on the child. You're gonna be a doctor. You're gonna be this and that, and they just really want to do. They want to do ballet. You know what I mean? All your daughter really want to do is ballet, and you keep telling her, you're going to be an attorney, and you getting her all these attorney books and all this other shit. She in the 8th grade, like, I just really want to be about, you know what I mean? And now you like, why the fuck is you fucking with this boy? How could you get pregnant? Oh my God, I give you everything. You got pregnant. You've been emotionally abusing this girl. You ain't never asked her about herself. That shit depressed the fuck. Now she's walking around mild depressed, and you wonder why the nigga got some pussy. Because he you know what he did? He listened to her. He comforted her mild depressed ass. And that shit feel good as hell when somebody can comfort you, and when you dealing with mild depression and somebody comforts you. Oh man. Oh man, if you not smart, whoo, that shit could be like a drug. You feel me? Yeah. If a woman's not depressed, she say, I don't got no education, I can't do nothing. All I got is this body, and only time I get with men, if men have sex with me. So I'm gonna be a stripper, I'm gonna do this and do that to get on, to become a nurse, to get my money, to get my big house. I'm gonna sell my ass and all this other shit. You don't think that's depressing? You don't think you gotta go through a depressing state to just say, fuck it, man, I ain't gonna use my brain. I'm just a strip, shake my ass. I know niggas want it, and this what they want. I'm gonna fuck it. You don't think you gotta be a little depressed to make that decision? I'm gonna go, this nigga punched me in my mouth. Punched me in my mouth. I got to go kill him. Don't you think that's dealing with some type, aren't you sad he punched you in your mouth? I would be sad. You know what I'm saying? You was talking all that shit, and that nigga punched you in your fucking mouth and fucked you all the way up in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I understand your sadness. It's gonna have you a little depressed. You know what I mean? But now, if you just deal with rational thinking, did I do this to myself? Could this have been avoided? You know? Why was I even into it? Like, how did I even get to the point where I got my mouth punched all in? You know what I'm saying? What mood, mindset was I? Was I sad about something else? Not particularly that day, but my childhood. You know what I'm saying? So mild depression is real. And if you don't talk about it and get it under control, you're going to keep having the shit y'all having. And when I say y'all, I mean because y'all seem to be, I can live I did 12 years in prison, man. I can survive everywhere. Everywhere. Because it's every type of criminal y'all fucking scared of, I had to live with for 12 years. Every criminal y'all scared of, everyone you made an article about, everyone you locked away for all them goddamn years. My bunkie cellmates, motherfuckers who cut my hair. One brother, the one who taught me Arabic. You feel what I'm saying? Come on. So when I come home, what the hell I'm walking around here scared for? That's y'all. You scared of the psychopaths and all this other shit. Y'all put me in the motherfucker with them for 12 years. Maximum security, federal. Y'all funny as hell. So I'm supposed to be out this motherfucker scared of these motherfuckers. I'm not scared of nobody. I'm not even walking. They don't even fuck with me. Y'all talk. It's not no toughness. I think it's just walking them. They can sense. It's like, you walk amongst the dead. The Walking Dead, that show, The Walking Dead, when you had to put on the blood, and the dead motherfucker they don't even fuck with you because you smell like one of them, right? That's how I feel. They could just smell it like, oh yeah, he's one of us. He's cooling the fuck out. The only ones that talking that shit they still want. I'm from the streets. They want that old smoke. Okay. If you on the internet talking about anything with me and what I swear to God, you will never get addressed from me except how you doing. Hey, thank you. I hope you have a beautiful day. I think y'all don't understand how the feds play and how this shit go. So even though I know the crowd is sitting, because they like entertainment, y'all not my depression had you wanting to watch people get fucked up. You notice I say I don't even entertain this shit, right? Because I'm mild. Listen, I deal with mild depression, but I'm mature with my shit. I'm good. That's why I can talk about it, because I handle my shit. I don't need no medication. I'm good. I'm trying to get y'all some therapy. I might just need to charge some of you motherfuckers. Y'all go pay for shit that ain't gonna help you. And some of y'all don't understand, you in the hood, you gonna need it more than the people that's paying to get it done. For real. There be some people you be like, yo, you can't. You mild depressed because your family won't fund your business idea, and because you stole from the family and you sold drugs. I mean, you use some drugs. They gonna get somebody power of attorney over your money and all this for your trust fund and all that. That's why you depressed. Like, you can get your ass out of here, man. Get your spoiled rich ass out of here, man. You ain't depressed, motherfucker. You greedy as hell. You need a motherfucking other. There's something else wrong with you. That's not mild depression. Mild depression is real, real shit. So now your child coming home acting crazy. We gonna talk deep, man. I just wanted to get back. I want to get y'all back. I want to see what this one do. I want to see if y'all want more. Y'all don't give a fuck if you want more or not. You gonna get more. Stay tuned to the next episode. Cause I gotta record this on my phone and then take it from my phone, upload it, and then I'm erasing this shit on my only file. I'm not erase it, but the extra little file. I put a USB in here and I can save all my shit, but I gotta erase it off my phone after that. Yeah, and I don't usually look at the file no more, because you gotta load it up, put in a little transferable thing. I don't got time for that. See how my depression do? See how you see that? You see that? That's my depression. That's for real. That's dealing with so much. I be mentally tired. I had to stop. Like, I don't even care. Like, I gotta think about something else, because I would sit there and that shit would piss me off, and I got too much shit it would remind me of. A lot of things that come up. So let me keep my mind see, that's what you gotta do. You gotta be quick with it too. You can't see. You gotta constantly tell yourself every day, like, yo, I could not slip into my feelings for too long. Yeah, that would be the key. I think that's the key note too. If I had the little thing up there in the point, I would point now and say, see, right here, key note 2. Do not slip into your feelings for too long. Yeah, you got to recognize your feelings and push it past. You got to deal with, come on. Because you be like, ain't nobody call me an hour. It's 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Nobody never calls me. Like, motherfucker, ain't nobody call you in 2. Shut the fuck up. Tell me somebody, ain't nobody call you in no hour. Nobody never calls me. It was in an hour. Ain't nobody ring your phone. Now you all depressed. See, it be bullshit with certain shit. But you got to understand that some people get trapped off into that. And then you like, why is this person just mean mugging me? And that's why, that's why I guess what y'all would be, people you would be scared of, I would get therapy to. Like, I'd probably be perfect motherfucker to get therapy to. I actually give a fuck. And then it's like I know how to talk to them, and then I can relate to them, you know, and then I can talk to people who haven't been through what we've been through, and I can relate to them. Yeah, I'm on to something. Fuck what y'all talking about, you know? Yeah, man, because for real, it's like you hardcore, you alright, whatever, man. You too tough to admit that you maldepressed. I'm not, man. I bet your girl like that. I bet your girl like that I'm sharing my feelings. I bet your girl likes that I'm talking about mild depression because she dealing with a mild depressed ass dude. And she wish your ass to open up and talk like chaos. So you hate on me all you want. I know your girl's watching. So this for the ladies. I'm only playing. But I'm just saying, man. You know, see, I'm smiling mood now, right? You see them. Do you understand what mild depression will do? Okay, because the next 10 minutes, it takes one word, one sentence, one phrase, and I'm back to on some bullshit. I'm back to on my shit like I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't want to play no more. Mood swings. Oh, there you go. Key point number 3. Put it up on the button, y'all. Right here, key point number 3 is mood swings. There's constant fucking mood swings. There's shit. Now listen, this is the crazy thing. Sporadic mood swings, that's multiple personality disorder. And that's how you ain't too, you know what I mean? When you mild depressed, do know that manic depression and manic, all that other crazy shit is, you know, you in the tunnel. You in the tunnel where all that shit can pop off. So be mindful of how depressed you get. You start seeing people kill themselves. You see what mild depression can lead up to. You at the curable. You at the I stage. You at the normal fucking really citizen stage. Because okay, spiritual people, it wouldn't make you depressed if you know like I've been fucking up and I gotta see Allah and I gotta see my Creator for all the sins I've done. That wouldn't depress you. Do you know a lot of y'all are depressed because of that? Yeah, most of you. Listen, man. Most of your notorious gangsters are really spiritual people who knew they fucked all the way up, who believed they did, and that's why they was on the shit they was on. But the whole time, you normal citizen motherfuckers would never understand and never even seek to understand, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do: seek to understand before you seek to be understood. Okay, so y'all would never seek to understand the motherfuckers you just see killing people and selling drugs and doing all this shit and tying people up, or you know what I'm saying? You judge them. You don't seek to understand them. You understand their crime. You break that down. You map out they dated, blah 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 blah. You map all that shit out. But anyway, most of them motherfuckers be real spiritual. I was like, you know what I mean? Y'all get all these other motherfuckers like, listen, man. I'm telling you some real shit. They was really spiritual. They realized they fucked up with their Creator, and they thought they did, and then they done a lot of shit they've done. And then they be now back to their spirituality and able to talk to brothers like me about the hideous shit they've done, the evilest shit they've done. And make me have to really second guess, like, did you really do that? Because the person I'm talking to even want to sit down and talk to your ass don't seem like you have done that shit. It don't seem like you would ever be that evil. Like, damn. So when I come home and then I see the ones who look up to him, I stay away from the streets because I see the ones y'all look up to. Anyway, so I see them. I see all the ones that's out here. That's striving. Like, some of them gonna be just like them, in jail for the rest of their life, dead, and you know. Yeah, shit. Fuck it. You ain't gonna stop. Listen, the cycle is. You just try to save the ones who need to be saved and the ones who want to be saved, man. That's another lesson of my parenting skills and all this life skills, street therapy. Is like, yo, knowing when to say, yeah, you gotta bump your head. For real. Which is only when you have completed the other lessons that I'm gonna give you, because you gotta be at one with yourself correctly before you judge somebody. That's the thing with people. Like, yo, until we, like the same thing with me. Until everything is official with me, all I can do is come up here and tell you how I'm dealing with mine, what I've seen, my experiences, but I'm keeping it 100 honest. And you don't get that in a lot of media. You know what I mean? And I don't care about, like I told, dudes be hating, but I bet you your girl, I bet you your woman want to know how to deal with this mild depression ass shit. She want to talk about it. I'm going to watch my little views. listen, man. Yeah. Seriously. You gotta understand everything is just, I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to be like politically correct. And then when I make one, it's particularly for like you can sit your younger kids down and see, then I'll put that up there. I'll make it for kids. Like, yo, I want the children. I'm talking as if my kids actually will listen to this, because it is what it is. My children are intelligent. They are above grade level. They stay in a child's place. They're not soft. Like, they're rough. They know how to they with like learning how to defend themselves and things in that nature. They ain't with nobody taking nothing from them. They with protecting their brothers and sisters, Yeah. But we have real conversations around, because when you co-parenting, they got, you know what? When they go to school, everybody's not teaching their child proper manners. So I got to deal with that reality, and I make sure my kids know both worlds. And I deal with my depression, so I don't be giving a fuck about keeping it raw with anybody, even my children. Like, yeah, because it's like I'm not preparing my kids to think this world love them. They not about to be sitting here thinking, oh, everybody's your friend. They ain't about to be sitting there. They ain't about to, depending how your brothers and sisters grow up, depending what they do, they might not be your friend in the long run. Don't follow behind your brother and crash dummy just because that's your blood brother. If you go what's right, you ride with them in public no matter what, but behind closed doors, you tell them, listen, you crazy as hell. And you tell them, and you stand on it like, no. But you don't get out there in public and say, you know what I'm saying, anything about your brother or your sister. You just say, even if they dead wrong, they got them red-handed, you say no comment. It's called no comment, motherfucker. Just say no comment. Just no comment. You ain't condoning that shit. Do you feel that type of way? Do you feel the same way as your brother? No comment, man. I'm out. I'm not talking bad about my brother. Now behind the closed doors, you fuck them up and say, you got me, these motherfuckers all on my business because of shit you did. You feel what I'm saying? But you stand your ground. So yes, I teach my kids that. I teach my kids to stand on what's right, man. And no matter who it is, man. Just because they blood don't make you your family. That go for me, your mama, everybody. You do what's right. If people do what's right by you, right direction, yeah, that's your family. The wrong direction was wrong for you. They might be related because they come from the same blood, but other than that, or no, that's not your family. Not your family. Like y'all give gang members a bad name too. And there's some real, I know some real ones. And I know some people that's in organizations that are just good men, and they don't be with exploiting, you know what I mean? And I ain't talking about the foot soldiers, the ones who got to answer to somebody, got to make a call to somebody to call somebody. Or you made your little fake ass title amongst your little shit and you think that's, no. I'm talking about, I've been in maximum security prison. Federal. Yeah. I met some people. I've been in the feds, man. 12 years I've been in the feds. Camp, medium, low, maximum. I seen them all. Not a scratch, not a fright, I ain't had Wasn't no, nobody knew me. I was way down south. Nobody knew me. They don't even know I rap. Like the brothers who see me, like the ones who met me in prison, for them 12 years, don't nobody know me. Don't nobody know I rap. Don't nobody know I rap. They don't, and I'm good, and I've been rapping for years. Like you see, this is what I do. Don't nobody know I rap. For real. It's a shock to them. It's gonna be a shock. They gonna look at me, and then I had my locks. I cut my locks off, and I just sold them back in last year, July, which would be 2023, depending on whenever you see this take, cause y'all catch on later. When I blow and I got all this money and all this footage, all this shit gonna come out. Everybody gonna be like, yeah, I remember this, and just remember, man, I'm same shit. Man, this is just to prove that I knew where the fuck I was going. I knew what the law had for me. This ain't nothing. This was my computer chip. This was the start. Once you find out what you was born to do, it's pretty much easy. We be the ones that die with a smile on our face and very happy because we did what we were supposed to do. So when we die, we like, shit, that's it. I did what I was supposed to do. You just when you die, you crying over me, he dead. Just make sure when you die, you did what you were supposed to do. Because that's what's going to matter when you take your last breath. Laugh at me now. You will be here one day. That's why, I ain't had no funerals. Y'all never see me buried, ever. I don't care how rich I get. It's going to still be like, yo, don't nobody know what happened to the boy, what happened to the body. We do know he died. He's dead, but we don't know what happened to the body. Shit. Anyway, when you deal with mild depression, people, when you deal with it, you gotta understand there's levels, phases, and all that. And a lot of y'all not gonna read a book, so I'm gonna talk about it a lot because it's therapeutic to me, and then it can help you at the same time, and then we can share stories and all that. I'm gonna get y'all used to my story, so it's like, come on, I put myself out there. Don't feel embarrassed. Like, chime in. Like, for real, we need to talk about it. Shit, real. Hey, listen, man. I know the brothers locked up for life and stemming from mild depression, man. It's more serious than you think. Honestly, it's a mental disease. It's a mental problem. That shit gets serious. Your mind control the body. Your mind will tell you to kill 16 people in the fucking grocery store. Now imagine if we was really if we was really big on the mild depression, like we was on like drugs and cocaine, to where you start really looking at motherfucker like, you on cocaine? You look at motherfucker now like, you high, you was smoking weed, you was drinking, you do that, but now you look at a motherfucker like, yo, you mild depressed? How you feeling? What you know what I'm saying? What you been through? I bet you dating to be totally fucking different. I bet you dating to be a whole new level of this. When you get married this time, you'll know you found your soulmate, because with y'all had that mild depression conversation and that being talked about honestly, it's going to find out if you compatible or not. Yeah, because if you remember, a good relationship ain't going how good you get along. A good relationship depends on how well when you argue. That's how you know what's a good relationship, how well you argue. Not how good you get along, because you can get along great and then you argue and that shit just goes, ooh. For real. And when you mild depressed, speaking for myself, in my relationships, boy, I tell you, your mouth get real vicious. I know my mouth gets vicious. I know my mouth do. I don't even hold you. I know my mama mouth do, my daddy do, my sister do, my sister. I'm not, that's my family, fuck that shit. I love her to death. But her mouth, my mouth ain't got nothing on my mama's mouth and my sister's mouth. My daddy, I got my daddy mouth. Like, my daddy mouth more sophisticated and social intelligence without being disrespectful with the vote. You know what I mean? Without being disrespectful with the curses. See, my daddy got a smooth way of making you feel stupid because you really ain't gonna know what the fuck. You can't answer the question he'll give you, or you gotta admit that you don't know what the fuck he's saying you don't know. You know what I mean? And it's just like fucking like, damn. Like, I don't even know how to come back at this shit. And I learned that from him. I learned how to be real fucking sarcastic intelligently to piss people off and to make them feel stupid, to make them realize they're not smarter than me, to make them, like, you know what I mean? I only do that to people who fuck with me. To be like, oh, you think you fucking with my emotional state? Oh, you want to make me sad today. Okay, I'm going to make you sad today. You know what I mean? That's wrong, but I do it because I'm mild depressed. I don't got time to be playing around. You ain't going to just put your hands on me or fuck with me. But if you're not in my face, I'm too quick to be on some bullshit to be giving that energy. I don't get that energy. Like all that internet shit, I don't get that shit energy. I don't get that shit, all that backbiting, all that. Like, you know, you get trollers and all that. What the hell you talking about? And no, you ain't. You think it's and I don't like the way you said this. Like I should see one less viewer on my page. That's it. I should see one less view on my page. All right. So anyway, so look, next episode we're gonna do. I don't know, man. Whatever I think about the time, because I got a lot of shit going on. You know, I make these in a time that I'm therapeutic my damn self. Like I told you, these is for me. I need to watch this shit. Stay focused. You know what I mean? And I hope it helps you too. Peace. Peace. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's about it.